You know, there's so many reasons why we all love anime differently. Either because of the characters, the animation, the music, the way it grabs us all differently. There's so many reasons, and we can only love these reasons because of the passionate studios are just so behind it. Like WIT, like MAPPA, like Bones, like Lurch. There's so many others, and what happened with KyoAni, and that just really hurt us all because KyoAni is really one of the big top ones that are just really passionate about their works, and of course, that's why we love their anime. And after people started bringing out videos about why KyoAni impacted them, I really started thinking about why I really love anime. I started thinking about not either just why KyoAni impacted me, just what really made me love anime so much. And after thinking, I started really digging deeper, and after a while I started noticing that the big reason why I love anime is just because of romance. I really love romance anime. I've loved romance in general. I've loved romance for a really long time. As a little girl, I've loved it. It's just one of the big things I love in life is romance. Maybe because I'm half Mexican, or maybe because I was born in February close to Valentine's Day. Whatever may the reason be, all I know is that romance is a big part of my life. Not even if it's not personally, just if it's around me, I love romance. And I started thinking about how I really got into anime, and it was because my legit first anime was romance anime. Because of course, just like everybody, we all grew up with it. It's just we never knew it until this certain point. And my certain point was when I started watching a lot of anime when I was in homeschool. So I started watching a lot of romance anime, and I think after thinking again, what really, really grabs me is shoujo anime. Shoujo anime is just so powerful in its own way. And I'm not saying I don't like regular romance. I love regular romance. That's why I love KyoAni, because they've made Shunibyo, Tamako Market that I adore deeply. But I think the most ones that I really love are the shoujo anime. I don't really know why I love shoujo anime this much, or even shoujo manga. They're so, they have a certain charm to me, because some people think they're just cliche, they're boring, but I don't know why, but each time I start a new one, it's so interesting and it always invests me, even if I do get frustrated because of the stupid decisions they make. Like, I recently started rereading, or I finished rereading A Horror Ride, and A Horror Ride is probably one of my top faves because it's so different. Like, literally in the manga, the whole basically story is where they have complications of the relationship until the end where they get together officially. And people don't like the character because he's so stupid on what the decisions he makes. But that's, to me, it's just what's so real about him, because both these characters have situations they've gone through, and they're just making dumb decisions because they're so young and they don't know what they really want to do. And they even mention that in the manga. They mention that, yeah, he messed up. He made a wrong decision in this certain point, and I'm not going to spoil it because I want you guys to check it out. But he made this wrong decision. And there's so many other stories like that, like My Little Monster, who in the same way have an on and off relationship, which is sometimes you get mad because you're like, why don't you just talk it out? But that's how love is. Love is so different. Everybody has a different experience. Everybody is stupid with love at first. Everybody has a different story. And that's what I love. Like, shoujo anime is so different, even with the cliches it has, that every character is so, they have their own story and they have their own mind that they think this way. And of course they make the stupid decisions or they make the good decisions. And I think that's a big charm of why I love them. Because the characters are just so real and relatable. Even though they're not relatable to me. They're relatable to me in a certain way, but not that way. But yes, they are just so relatable to people, and they are just so grasping, because I think everybody has gone through one of the scenarios shoujo always brings up, either because of a childhood friend or someone you end up falling at first sight. There's so many reasons, and you just can relate to them. I've seen many people that just end up saying, I totally feel that, and I'm like, oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Shoujo anime is for everybody at some point, because either you're going to experience it or because you already did. It's just, shoujo anime is always about the get there, how they got there. It's about the development and how they are finally together, or how they are together and how they build up the relationship. And it's always so grasping, and I think everything for me, shoujo anime connects. The reason why I love openings is because of shoujo anime. The reason why I love the OST in anime is because of shoujo anime. The reason why I started figuring out about weekly anime is because of shoujo anime. The reason why I love bitter sad endings, why I love happy endings, is because of shoujo anime. Everything to shoujo anime connects with me, and why I love anime so much. And there's so many other series that I love, of course. I love action, I love comedy, there's so many more. But shoujo anime is probably the root of why I love anime. I know there's so many people out there that have a reason why they love anime as much. Either they can't explain like I can't. And I read other manga. I read like really intense manga, really funny manga. Shoujo manga will always be the one that I just come back to without even knowing. I always look for it. I always read it. It's so grasping, and it's so awesome, and I think it really deserves the love it deserves, because I think many people will adore it and will find it special to them, because if they read more and they watch more, they'll see the magic shoujo anime gives off. But that's what I'm saying, that I just miss the charm shoujo anime brought to me back in my childhood, and I wish they brought it back, because there's so many I want animated. And I know that just everyone will understand, because there's so many rookies out there I've talked to, and they're like, I don't even know how I got so attached. I'm like, I know you don't, because it just happens, and that's what I love about it. It just happens. Fruit Basket, you happen to have a connection with all the characters. You happen to have probably cry over every story they have. You cry over this, cry over that. Then there's ones I rewatched, like Kimi Todoke, where you have this girl who's been isolated her whole life because she looks like a ghost and she's so scary, but she's actually a really friendly girl, and the only one that notices that is this popular guy who ends up liking her for who she is. And she gets friends, and you just feel happy for her. And then you have Akatsuki no Yona, where you have this princess who got her kingdom taken away, and now she's getting revenge, and you see her with her companion just helping her out through the way. And then you have Kadocha with this child elementary love story that is just about this girl and guy who are just kids and are having these complicated feelings, and you see them develop really well, and then you adore their development. And then there's Kimi to Boku with these high school guys who are best friends, and then they have a foreign student come into their group, and it's just such a beautiful friendship. And then they have their love stories. They all go through differently, and you feel all their relationships, because then they're noticing how they're changing, and that they all strive for different things, and they are still so close. And there's so many other ones that are just so beautiful in that way, that it's just so captivating, and you feel each story in your own way. And many different stories are the reason why I just love shoujo anime so much, and why I just keep loving it each time I keep reading new ones and old ones, or even rewatching. And just romance in general, okay? Not just, I want to say that I love romance anime too. I love the shoujo anime, but I love the romance anime too. I've watched plenty of that. That's probably the only reason why my MAL list is so high, because I've watched basically anything romance. Even there's some things I haven't finished or haven't even seen, which I'm excited to see, because I have a whole list of what I want to see. But it's just it's so, I just want to say again that if you haven't seen a lot of shoujo anime, please do. Please come to me. Please come to me to get recommendations, because I will love you all to experience shoujo anime. Even if you're like me, single, but you still love romance. Like, come on, we can still love romance. You know, I'm single by choice. I'm single by choice, okay? That's what I love telling people, that I'm single by choice. I'm happy being lonely. Okay, that I didn't need to say that, but I mean, I'm happy being lonely so I can watch these shoujo anime that make me. Wow, that just sounds nice. You know what? Cut that out. You know, cut this. You know what? Neko didn't mean that, okay? Look, guys, I'm happy. You can tell from how I love shoujo anime. Gosh, just leave me alone. But I would love to learn what you manga shoujo readers would love animated, because since I have many I want animated, and I want to talk down below what you want animated. And we could talk about if we have common ones, or we can talk about anything. We'll talk about which ones we really want animated. Or you can tell me, guys, why you love anime so much. Is it because of a genre? Or is it because of the characters? Or what really makes you love anime so much? I really appreciate you guys all being here. And I really want to say that I appreciate you all for the support on my last video. You guys are so beautiful. I love you all. You guys are just, I can see why every time when YouTubers say it's the viewers just love for them, that it's just the reason why they're so happy. It's just, I still feel that, because you guys are so good. You're so, you know, I don't even deserve your love, guys. I really don't. This video is just so whack, okay? It's whack. But you guys are gonna give it likes. You're gonna comment down below, oh, Neko, you do so good. And I'm like, man, I don't even deserve y'all, man. But I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you staying through this whole thing. And yeah, I appreciate y'all so much. Like, I don't know how to say it again. But please comment down below, give it a like. Thank you again, and see you until the next video. Neko out.